Welcome back to the Real Heroes channel, guys. I'm Cory, and today we're going to be reviewing the new movie Cherry that is streaming on Apple TV+. Please make sure to like this video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so that you never miss another one. So, let's get into Cherry. Cherry is directed by Joe and Anthony Russo of Community fame. You may also know them from some small indie projects they've done, such as Captain America the Winter Soldier, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. I think those movies made a decent amount of money at the box office, just saying. It also stars Tom Holland, who, boy, he is a far cry from Spider-Man in this movie. He goes to war, he does drugs, he robs bank, all doing this while very, very, very heartbroken, and through most of the movie, very high. So let's get into it. What did I like about this film? First things first, lead performances. They are killer. Tom Holland is perfection in this role with Ciara Bravo. Their romance is completely believable. All the things they go through together, they really pull a lot out of those performances. Tom Holland goes to a very, very deep, dark place, which if you had only seen him in the Spider-Man films before, you might not know that he had the ability to go there. He absolutely does, and I think this kid's gonna be special. He might just have a future in this business. So next thing I really loved, all of the war segments. The movie's broken up into different chapters throughout the character's life. And the section where he goes to war, it really, really hit home. It does a really great job of putting you right in the action and right through the strife of what it's actually like to be in war. Shows a lot of the gravity and just how the feeling of being at war and some of the things you see when you're out there, they do come home with you and they weigh heavily on your soul. PTSD is a very real thing, and this movie does a really great job of showing how that works. And I really love that part. And then lastly, without getting into too many spoilers, the epilogue for this film was awesome. It's a bunch of really, really neatly composed shots and transitions that tell a really cool story with barely any, if any, dialogue at all. And it leaves the film on a really cool note. Those credits roll and you go, man, I've been through a journey, and I feel satisfied with my 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, not every movie's perfect. This one is not without its flaws. So some of the things I didn't really like, I'll start off with one that's kind of in the middle. Is the cinematography. This movie is very flashy. It's got a lot of really flashy shots and camera movements, which, coming from a film like Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War, it only makes sense that the Russo brothers would be accustomed to doing that now. But bringing it into a smaller, more intimate drama that's really carried by two performances seemed a little bit weird to me at times, almost a little bit indulgent. But again, the movie is beautiful. It's very, very pretty to look at. So it's not necessarily a negative. I will say, tonally, the film is a little bit odd to me. Like I mentioned before, it's cut up into kind of chapters of this guy's life, and they all kind of take on a different life of their own. And, some of it feels like drama, some of it feels like a satire, some of it feels like a rom-com, and it just kind of, it bounces around a little bit tonally. I think I would have preferred something that's a little bit more straight throughout. And then lastly, once we get to the part where Tom Holland's character starts robbing banks, the bank names are kind of weird. There's one like Credit None, there's another one that's called Shitty Bank. They kind of just pulled me out of the film, to be honest, because when you look at those, you go, man, okay, those are absolutely not real banks. This movie takes place in Cleveland. They could have come up with some fictitious names that sounded like real banks, and we would have all believed it anyways. I think it would have helped me stay a little bit closer to the story and not kind of drift off a little bit from it mentally. But to each his own. That's a creative choice that the director's made, and it's in the film. So overall, I would say this film was poised for a big theatrical release, but 2020 had other plans, so it was purchased by Apple, I think, for about $40 million or so. And honestly, I think that the streaming platform is really a perfect place for it. It may not be a film that too many folks would have made the trek out to the theater to see, but when they have it available to them, on their couch, in their PJs, with their snacks, and it's one remote click away. It's probably a perfect place for it. It's a great showcase for Tom Holland and all of his acting chops, and it's always good to see a Russo brothers film. I think they're very talented, and I'll probably watch everything they do right when it comes out. So for me, I would give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you have Apple TV Plus, it is absolutely worth the watch. It is a little bit long. It's a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, but let's be real, we're all staying at home, not doing anything anyways, so I would definitely recommend watching it. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you've seen Cherry, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Did you enjoy the performances? What do you think about the cinematography? Are you a Russo brothers fan? Excited to see what they're going to do next? Let us know in that comment section. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so that way you never miss another video from us. We're going to have a lot soon. Falcon and Winter Soldier reviews, Justice League reviews, all sorts of breakdowns and theory videos, so please make sure to stick with us. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.